What is up, wrestling fans? This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. Well, NXT TakeOver 25 is happening this weekend, and NXT just wrapped up their take-home show. What the heck did they do leading up to probably the greatest card ever in the existence of wrestling? I'm going to let you know right now. Hello, and welcome to the live stream. This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. If this is your first time here, please stick around for a little while. Partake in the chat room to the left-hand side of the screen. And if you like what you see, make sure to crush like, hit subscribe, and click that bell notification for whenever we go live. We go live every single Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, except for pay-per-view nights where we will go on after the event to discuss the event. We also go live right after NXT to discuss the week of NXT. Except for this week because I was a little bit sick yesterday. But hey, we're still doing the review episode. And of course, we post random videos throughout the week. And of course, how many more times can I say of course? Anyway, check out that Facebook page. Check out that Twitter account. Sorry for the little flub in the beginning intro. I had a dry throat. And I took a swig of water while we were doing the intro. So yeah. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. This week's episode of NXT. That's right, NXT TakeOver 25 is this Saturday. It is going to be absolutely amazing. It just blows my mind there's been 25 episodes of NXT TakeOver. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, I missed the first couple because I wasn't watching it yet, but obviously I have gone back and watched them. A very first one I watched was... I think it was the Fatal 4-Way one. I actually think it was NXT Fatal 4-Way, so I believe that was the third one. But yeah, been a fan ever since. It's been absolutely amazing. It's been a huge part of me. I look forward to it every single week. I look forward to it whenever they have the events. As you guys know, I put way more effort into my NXT reviews than I do my WWE reviews. But yeah, so this week's episode of NXT, not a lot of matches, just 3. So let's just jump right into the skibby of it. So the show opened up with Mia Yim taking on Bianca Belair. I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, we've seen this match a million times. Bianca always wins. I just really love the feud that they've been doing. That like Bianca is so full of herself, especially considering that she also just won the PC Combine again for the third year in a row. Well deserved of her. She's a phenomenal athlete. So yeah, Mia Yim was just very bitter about how Bianca essentially cheated to win their last match. So yeah, they figured let's go at it one more time. Great match. Like Mia was all over Bianca this entire match, and like I just think like Bianca's cockiness really got to her. She just assumed I would just hit her and that'd be it, all over. But yeah, like they worked really well. It's a really long match too. Crowd was eating it up, just doing the EST Mia Yim chants, just back and forth. Match finally ends where Mia was able to hit Bianca a lot of times with high power moves and a lot of different roll-ups, but Bianca was able to kick out each time or powder out of the ring. But eventually, her hair got the best of her. She tried to escape Mia Yim, but Mia Yim grabbed Bianca's hair, locked her up, and hit her with the Eat Defeat, and got the 3 count. So Mia Yim defeated Bianca, and I believe that this is Bianca's first pinfall loss on NXT. Like we know that she lost via pinfall to Kairi Sane in the Mae Young Classic 2 years ago. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that this is Bianca's first pinfall loss. I believe that her other 2 losses were due to submissions. So good for Mia. Like that is absolutely amazing. Awesome on her. I love that Mia's going to be going pretty much pushing up into the possible title picture, which is really good. Of course, throughout the show they kept pushing like all the matches for NXT. I'm not going to really cover when they insert each of the promos, but like they all look good. Like the card, we got Matt Riddle taking on Roddy. We got Velveteen Dream taking on Tyler Breeze. Never in a million years that I think I would ever see Prince Pretty again in NXT. We got Shayna Baszler taking on Io. We got the Fatal 4-Way ladder match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. And of course, we got Adam Cole taking on Johnny Gargano, which is really cool. One promo I really dug during this thing is they were interviewing Io Shirai about her match against Shayna, and Candice LeRae was there, and Candice said like, hey, thank you for having my back last week. I'm going to have your back going into TakeOver, which I think is great, which is kind of fueling. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in my predictions videos, but I have a feeling that Io is going to beat Shayna Baszler, and Candice is going to find a way to insert herself into the title picture. Maybe a heel Candice. I'd be okay with that. I know she has it in her to be a badass. But yeah, ultimately, I do see Candice as the next as the next title challenger after all of this. But yeah, really cool. Really looking forward to all that. So immediately after that very next match we had was Kushida taking on Drew Gulak. Of course, Drew Gulak came out last week and kind of had a stare down with Kushida. Great match. This one was a little bit more impactful for what they were. I think they worked very well with each other because they're both very submission based, very technical wrestlers. So it was a very slow burn, but there was a lot of fun stuff really going on in this match. Like I said, Drew Gulak versus Matt Riddle earlier in the year was an absolutely amazing match, and this one was no different. Like I said, just a lot of just just counters and like a lot of chain wrestling. If you're a fan of high impact, high flying stuff, this wasn't the match for you. But if you really like slow burn technical wrestling, this was definitely a really good match. Part of the match I really liked is like they were kind of locking up near the end, and like Kushida would go like and then Drew go like and they were just kind of screaming back and forth to one another. It was a lot of fun watching. Match ends when Kushida kind of locks Drew Gulak in what looks like it's going to be a camel clutch, but then he jumps forward and rolls his legs. Therefore, actually, it was really cool. It's kind of like a recliner pin in a way, but he was able to roll Drew Gulak up for a 3 count. And after the match, Drew Gulak was complaining to the referee, complaining to Kushida there was only a 2 count. But as you clearly see in the replay, it was 1, 2, 3, clear as day. So they kept arguing after that. So it shows that this is going to create a feud. I think that's going to be great. I'm going to really enjoy seeing a Kushida Drew Gulak feud. Just because this match was fun. This match was a lot of fun. So seeing them probably fight at a couple takeovers from now, I think will be really good. It's nice to see Drew Gulak back on NXT because he really isn't getting a lot of stuff on 205 in my opinion. But then again, 205, there's a lot of other stuff. Like Drew Gulak's style doesn't really match 205. Like 205 is all like flippity, high impact, big explosions. And Drew Gulak, like I said, is a real mat-based wrestler. So I think pairing him up with a guy like Kushida, I think will work a lot better in the long run for both of them. All right, and ending off the show, we got a tag team match. We got Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan taking on the Forgotten Sons. We all know that these two teams have major beef with each other, and of course, they're also going to be fighting in that ladder match come Sunday. Jackson Riker, of course, is in the corner of the Forgotten Sons, but match really didn't get going. It was only a couple minutes long, and then the Forgotten Sons came down, beat up Riker outside, which was great. They ran into the ring and just started beating the crap out of everybody. So match ends in a double disqualification, no contest, nothing crazy going on. But then out of nowhere, the Undisputed Era, all 4 of them run down and just freaking start destroying everybody. They pick up the ladder, they just knock the crap out of everybody. They pick up the ladder, they destroy Jackson Riker outside the ring. They set up the ladder, Adam Cole climbs up on top. Delivers, of course, a typical Adam Cole promo that this Sunday all 4 members of Undisputed Era are going to be winners, and the show ends like that. So overall, I think it's really good. They capitalized on, of course, the ladder match. They capitalized on the fact that Roddy has a match. They capitalized on the fact that Adam Cole has a match. So that's really good. It ends with all of that kind of fresh in your mind. Like I said, they really touched base on the Velveteen Dream Tyler Breeze with a great video package. They touched base on Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai with a really good video package. So, like, overall, I think this is going to be a really solid pay-per-view this Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like it's a great card. I think it's actually a better card than NXT TakeOver New York, in my opinion. So could it have potential to be better? Most likely, but who knows, because that pay-per-view is freaking solid. But overall, very happy with this week's episode of NXT. And what did you guys think about it? Let me know in that comment section below. Predictions video for NXT TakeOver 25 will either be later tonight or tomorrow. We'll just see when that happens. I've got a couple house projects that I'm working on right now, so it's all whenever I can free myself up. Other than that, if you guys like what you saw, make sure to crush a like, hit subscribe, and click that bell notification for whenever we post videos. As always, we go live Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time, except for pay-per-view nights where we will always go on right after the event to discuss the event. We go live Wednesdays right after NXT to discuss the episode of NXT. And of course, check out that Facebook page, check out that Twitter account. I will see you guys next time during our NXT predictions video, and then I will be doing a review after the NXT TakeOver, but a little bit later. I am actually going to be working later this Saturday night, so I'm going to be missing NXT Live, but you bet your butts I'll be watching it as soon as I get home, and I will shoot my review shortly after that. As always, You guys are the reason why I do this. Share the heck out of this video. Get the love over this way. This is JP from K-Vape Chronicles. See you guys next time.